be for none. Remember we were sliding in that four-door.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300. Zoom.
The mic, watch 49. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 49. 49's a mic. 49's a mic. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Go to 50.
49, guys. Mike, 49. You don't
Rodgers now on first down. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Touchdown! Randall Cobb, 46 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First carry for a Kenosha native and former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Third down, Bridgewater. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. Now they're going to
emotional damage.
Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. On second down, Gordon once more. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Running right through him. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there.
Emotional damage.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Still going. They can't stop him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Emotional damage.
59 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Play fake. Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that's checked down to Gordon. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding room to the 20. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the
Come on now. Don't go for 3. Go for a touchdown, bro. Come on now. We doing so good right now.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by McManus is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. Touchdown.
Emotional damage. Oh, and that's it right there. Goodbye, my friend.